Hi, everybody. Carrie Smith here from Kempville Canine Center. Oh, wait a minute. Hi, everybody. Carrie Smith here from Kempville Canine Center. We're just outside of Ottawa. And yes, we're still in the middle of COVID, but we're surviving. And lucky for us, I'm so grateful to have a canine clientele as well as our human clientele, because we have been able to stay open during all of COVID with our canine clientele because the owners can stay in the car, and we do crack the windows open for them a little bit, and we have been able to treat the dogs in the clinic. So it's great to have two streams of income, one human and one canine. So there's a food for thought if you're thinking of getting into some canine rehab. So the ARD has wanted to just, touch base with people and have the executive tell you what got us into canine rehab in the first place. So here's my story. I was working in a clinic up in Fort McMurray, Alberta, and we had a vet clinic right beside our human clinic, our human physiotherapy clinic in the same building. And one day the vet came over and she said, "Can you guys look at this dog for me? I don't know what to do." And my colleagues and I are like, "What? Look at a dog? What are you talking about?" So she brings this dog in, and it was deviated just like you would see a human spine deviated, like a Mackenzie problem. So this dog was in like a total S shape. And so we looked at this dog and said, well, what would we do as a human? We would side glide and we would do a little traction, and we would do all these things we would do for an acute disc herniation. So we treated the dog the same way. We did a little traction on the tail. We did some side gliding. We showed the owner what to do at home. And holy smokes, a day or two later, the dog was way better. And so the vet came in again, and she's like, "That was really cool." And we're like, "That was really cool." And then within a couple months of that happening, the ARD, which used to be called CHAP, was advertising its first canine course. So I jumped on that because this was a super interesting thing. And that was way back in the early 90s, I think. And so that's when I took my first CHAP course and got involved in the rehab side of animals. So have been going kind of strong ever since. So I highly recommend that you pursue this line of inquiry if this is something that you'd like to do. It's in its infancy still. And a word of advice. So the ARDs also asked the executive to give everybody some advice to start their own clinics or their own practices. So I would say get involved with the sport dogs in your area. The sport dog owners are a big driving force behind a lot of rehab. And they're a very dedicated bunch of owners. They're the ones that go to the vets and say, "Hey, look, I need to see this physio. I want the referral." And that's how you can kind of get started in a community. That's what I did. I kind of contact a whole bunch of dog clubs, agility clubs, flyball clubs, breed organizations, and I just did tons and tons of talks on canine rehab, on senior dogs, on athletic injuries, on kind of anything I could think of that would be appropriate for that group. And that really helps to get your name out because, in canine rehab, no one's going to give you a job. You're going to have to go out and create a job. And that is also getting your name out there and getting the veterinarians to know who you are and what your credentials are. So keep going, get involved with the owner associations, and you will never look back. It's a fantastic career. And make use of all the ARD mentorship and contact us and, come in and shadow with some of the executive. And we would love to see you in this profession. So hope this helps you, and hopefully COVID is over soon. Bye, everybody.